Hello ladies and gents, it's Spoony here with another Pro Evolution Soccer 2018 video. I have to admit I prefer that commentary that I just heard. So yeah, what I'm going to teach you today is how to play TIKA TAKA, and that all starts with the formation. Okay, so this is a fluid formation, so without possession of the ball, it's 4-3-3 with a central midfielder, defensive midfielder, attacking midfielder, Messi and Dembele on the wings, Suarez up top. I would say the most important statistic is the ball control stat. So if we just look at some of their players, Iniesta, 95 ball control, 89, 87. So ideally every player wants to be above 80, even including the fullbacks. And the reason for this is because when a player receives the ball, this stat determines how quickly they control it. So you can see there, every player has a ball control stat of 80 and above. Okay, so that's out of possession. Now if we have a look at within possession of the ball, you can see here that we have two centre backs, central midfielder, defensive midfielder, left midfielder, two attacking midfielders, and then still the front three in the same position. Messi and Dembele a little bit further ahead. But you can see here there's triangles all over the pitch. And this is really important for TIKA TAKA, because you have to have players available to receive the ball. Okay, on to my attacking instructions. So possession, short pass, central attacking area, flexible, and 3 for support range. Defensive instructions, frontline pressure, middle containment area, aggressive, 8 for defensive line, and 2 for compactness. Okay, on to advanced instructions, hug the touchline. So Messi and Dembele play really wide, and TIKA TAKA, so whoever's got the ball, players in the vicinity or nearby will come short, looking for to receive the pass.
He's made sure that won't get through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
FC Basel just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
Philippe Coutinho.
Okay, so that might seem like a pointless pass, but actually it's very much the opposite. So the reason I pass it back to the fullback is because he's going to then lay the ball off and he's going to make a player run. And to do that, you just have to hold your player select and press the pass button at the same time, and he will then make a direct run towards the penalty box. And this is so important because you're giving defenders more players to think about in the offensive area. You'll also notice that I've highlighted 2 of the players in blue. These are my central midfielders. Now it's really important that these two, it's very easy to just set everyone on a player run, but you don't want to do that because you don't want to empty your midfield. You always want someone holding in that area, at least one of them, to control the play. So I call these controllers. So always have one or the other in that area. Don't send them both on player runs, else you'll empty your midfield, and it makes it easier for the opposition to counter. And you could also run out of people to pass to, so always keep one there.
Suarez looking as though he's being given special treatment here.
Okay, when you see all my TIKA TAKA plays, you're going to see this quite a lot where I'm making a pass, sending a player on a player run, and then passing it back across. Now I'd recommend setting your passing to basic 1 in the options. The reason for this, it allows you to pass past players much easier. I find that basic 2 and basic 3 are a bit too assisted, and you're never too sure where the ball's going to end up.
He could well do without.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that...
Okay, so whenever you send a player on a player run, like I have there with Sergio Roberto, what you want to look at is the opposition. Are they tracking that run? And as soon as you realise they're not tracking the run, you want to see if there's a way you can possibly get that ball back to him. So I can see here that I can get the ball through to Suarez, who can then, if he's not being marked, can lay the ball off to Sergio Roberto. I've also highlighted the opposition player in yellow to show you that he isn't tracking Sergio Roberto's run, and he should be. So the second you notice that, that's when you've got an opening and an opportunity.
They don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now.
Shoots! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And this is getting better and better. Terrific audacity, just gorgeous skill.
Oh, look, the keeper didn't know whether he was coming or going in the end, and he just got lost.
Changes. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the...
Okay, so you may have wondered why I'm passing back to my goalie. And the reason for that is sometimes your players go out of shape of the formation. And if you pass it back to your goalie, your team basically resets and takes up their natural positions again.
pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Rakitic. Roberto. And that's sprayed out wide. Rakitic. Now it's Messi.
When you're doing TIKA TAKA, you want to see the whole picture in your head, okay, before it even really plays out. So you can see there that I'm actually going to pass to the guy at the edge of the box. But I've also got the option to play it into Sergio Roberto, who can play it into Rakitic, who might be able to get it to Suarez. But I think if I played it into Rakitic, the defenders might close that gap between Rakitic and Suarez, so they might intercept that pass. So it's about retaining possession. Wait until there's a guaranteed opening in the defence. So if it's not looking 100% clear cut, keep moving the ball, keep passing the ball until an opportunity or opening does appear. And keep your mind open and your eyes open for anything happening on the pitch, because it might not be immediately obvious to you. So you have to have your eyes wide open to see all areas of the pitch.
Loops it in. Header! Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Oh, he really wanted 1-1. And we're already back underway here.
And just to reiterate, this is why I prefer basic one passing. You can see there's quite a number of players who I could pass to, but the player I want to pass to is Semedo. And the reason for that is because the other players have Paris Saint-Germain players nearby. So the idea is I want him to get to Semedo and build from there. So that's why it's important to have basic one passing, in my opinion.
Sergio Busquets. Rakitic.
And this gives you an idea how good this formation is. So you can see the amount of options that Rakitic has got to pass to. I'm actually going to play into Suarez, but I could play it to a number of positions. And when I play into Suarez, he's got players running off him as well, coming close to him because of the TIKA TAKA advanced tactic. And then you've got hug the touchline. You can see Messi at the top of the screen. So you've always got plenty of options, and it keeps the AI nice and spread. And what you can see here is the importance of ball control. So you can see the Paris Saint-Germain are very tight, very compact. They're going to be pressing the ball ever so much and pressing my players. And you're going to see me sort of how I manipulate the ball. And the reason I can do that is because the players have got high ball control stats. They're comfortable receiving the ball and then popping it off.
And it's Luis Suarez. Sergio Busquets. He's got it, and the shot's on! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that.
Usually when you do 1-2s at the edge of the box, the defenders find it very hard to get back in position and track your run. But as you can see here, number 8 has actually tracked Semedo's run. So what you're going to see here is I've got Suarez, and I'm deliberately going to take a touch, not lay the ball straight off to Semedo because number 8 is still tracking his run. So I'm going to take a touch with Suarez to drag number 8 towards the ball, and then I'll lay it off to Semedo, who will score.
Bang in front of goal.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the passer to pick him out.
Ter Stegen can pick that up. Roberto. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Coutinho.
Okay, what you're going to see here is Rakitic laying the ball off. So I'm holding the player select button and pressing the pass button. The ball's then going to go to Jordi Alba. That will then trigger the run for Rakitic, who's going to run into the or towards the penalty box. What you're going to see here is Cruz, who I've highlighted, is actually going to get attracted to the ball carrier, which will be Jordi Alba, and not track Rakitic's run.
Jordi Alba tries a through ball, shapes to shoot.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, it seems like the perfect situation for fortune favouring the brave. 45 minutes to pack in enough risk-taking to get this match turned around. It's very doable.
Okay, you can see I've played the ball into Luis Suarez. He's under a lot of pressure. You can see I've got a lot of players bunched up in that yellow circle area. So a lot of my players are pretty much out of the game, marked by one player. So the only option is to either lay it all the way back to my controlling midfielder, or what I've done in this instance, I've actually set Jordi Alba, who's highlighted in blue there, on a player run. And to do that, I've held the right stick towards him, then I click it down. The longer you click it down, the further the player away that will be selected to make the player run. So I've literally just aimed at Jordi Alba and clicked because there's no players in between. This enables him to, you'll see a little blue cursor just above his head. That indicates he's going to make a player run. And I'm just going to try and lay the ball off and just have a strike at goal. So that's another option that you can use as well. But you've got to be pretty good with the controls. Can be a bit tricky at times.
Now it's Luis Suarez.
Can he finish?
No, he's missed it.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined. They're committing a lot of men forward at the start of this second half. They know that this is an...
And that concludes my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, then please give it a thumbs up. If you dislike it, give it a thumbs down. And if you like my content and would like to subscribe to my channel, I would greatly appreciate your support. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.